message, the art, the expression that we feel guided to present to the world is more important than what the haters have to say. What's important is that the people that need what you have are getting it. And they can't get this information or art or message if you're not willing to put it out there and share it.
So find a way to
Hello, beautiful beings of light. Welcome or welcome back to the Lightworker community. My name is Monica, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about how the world needs more you. This is an urgent message to all Lightworkers. So the topic that we're going to talk about in today's video is a message that keeps coming to me frequently, even though it's one of those ideas I keep putting on the back burner. But I wanted to do this one as a follow-up to my Haters Secretly Love You video, which is my most recent video prior to this one. And I also just want to say thank you so much to all of you who left very kind, loving, and supportive comments on that video, and the people who've messaged me. It really uplifts my mood and raises my vibration, especially when people tell me that something I've said in a video has helped them, or just my videos in general. So thank you so much for that. All right, so let's talk about what I mean when I say that the world needs more you. Everybody who incarnates on Earth has a soul mission, a purpose, a higher calling for what they're supposed to do during their time on the planet. And a lot of us aren't fulfilling that soul mission because of different circumstances, such as we feel stuck in a certain job that maybe we don't resonate with or particularly like, because it's what we have to do because we need money in order to survive. And not only that, there are people who may have the time to put the effort and energy into creating whatever it is that they feel like they should create to share with the world. So sharing their gifts and sharing their talents. And I've had people tell me in the past that they really want to do a certain thing, but they're afraid of the backlash or criticism they may get from doing that thing, from sharing their honest truth and opinions to the world. And that makes me a little sad because, like I said, we need you. We need your talents, we need your gifts, we need your expression, your creativity. We need that in this world. And there are individuals who are waiting. They may not realize that they're waiting, and you don't know that they're waiting, but they're waiting for you. They're waiting for you to share that uniqueness of yourself in order to help them learn and grow and expand their consciousness as part of maybe their soul mission as well here on Earth. I'm sure there are people who may feel like they want to write a book on a particular subject, maybe something that they feel they have the expertise in, or something that they've personally experienced or researched, but they haven't done it from fear of people not liking it or from people not reading the book at all. And maybe they'll feel like they put all this time and energy and effort into this thing that doesn't come to fruition in the way that they want it to. The same could go for people who may feel called to sing, like they really enjoy singing, it's their passion, and maybe they're too afraid to upload a video to YouTube sharing their talent because they're afraid of criticism and haters who make fun of their singing. Those are some of the examples I just came up with now, but I will use myself as a personal example. I know that my husband really dislikes being on camera. He doesn't like his voice. He thinks it's just very strange. And I will admit it is. When you first start recording yourself and you have to go back and edit your video and watch yourself all the way through, maybe multiple times to get the editing just right, it can seem very daunting. It feels very awkward. You're seeing a side of you you don't typically see at all, really, except for when you look in the mirror. And even then it's different because you see yourself talking and moving and all that sort of good stuff. And I remember he asked me once, he said something like, how do you get over that anxiety of seeing yourself and hearing yourself on camera when you're filming and editing? And I told him, well, it's because it's not about me. It's about the message that's trying to get through me. So I'm not on camera here to try to win some beauty contest or the best speaker contest or the smartest person in the world contest. I'm not competing with other people or even competing with myself to try to be some certain image and just be perfect on camera. Just like other people, I'm sure, who do YouTube or anything where they have to speak in front of people or on camera, it does bring up a lot of insecurities because, like I said, you don't see yourself all the time. So I do see things where I'm like, oh man, my hair was sticking up right there, or it looks really frizzy, or there's something on my face or what have you. Like, there's always something that I could pick at with my appearance or the way I sound or the way I talk or anything like that. But like I said, it's not about me. I'm just here being myself and expressing myself in order to help other people. When I make these videos, it also helps to remind me of things that I've already learned, because it's very easy to forget certain things. And so sometimes I have to go back and remind myself of what I've said and what I've learned and been like, oh yeah, okay, that's why I'm doing that. That's why I'm reacting like that. Let me go back and actually take my own advice. I will share a lot of this with my husband, and when I'm going through something that relates to something I've told him, he'll give me the same advice back. So he'll be like, a wise person once told me blah 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 blah, whatever it is I said. And in the moment I'm just like, oh, that wise person needs to shut their mouth and mind their own business. But in the end, it always does help. I'm like, you're right, I did say that. I need to take my own advice because, you know, sometimes it's actually kind of like wise. And then the other thing too is just how much editing I have to do, because I don't come in with a script or really knowing what I'm going to say. I just have bits and pieces of information that I've obtained or I've meditated on and I've come to realize, and I have to somehow put it all together, and it's very challenging for me. I feel like Michael Scott from The Office, he says something like, sometimes I start a sentence and I don't really know where it's going, but I hope I find it in the end, or something like that. Like, that's exactly how I am. Like, I have to cut and edit so much because I just lose my train of thought a lot while I'm trying to figure out how to piece everything together and make it flow pretty smoothly. And I want to say that I am so grateful to all of you who do share your passions and your talents and your creativity. It really helps other people and it really helps me as well. I love to read and learn about conspiracy theories and also just people who are seeking the truth, because we've been lied to so much and programmed in this matrix, and people who have taken the time to research certain things, to find certain information and to share it around, because it's not something you can just Google, because Google is really censored along with a lot of other social media platforms such as Instagram and YouTube. But people have found a way to make a lot of this hidden knowledge come to light, and so many people are getting their accounts deleted, people who have lots of followers as well, and lots and lots and lots of posts, and I know that has to be super disheartening, but they just go and make another account and they just keep going and doing what they feel to be right. So this message is for anybody who feels like they really want to do something or share something, but they're afraid of the negativity that comes with it. One of the things I find funny is when haters try to tell me who I am. Like, they watch one 15-minute video and they're in the comments like, you're a right wing who has black guilt. And I'm just like, oh, am I? I didn't know that. I find it funny that those people who literally don't even know themselves have to go and attack other people who are doing what they feel is right because they do know themselves and what they stand for, and try to tell them who they are when they literally don't even know who they are. Like, people need to look in the mirror first. They need to recognize what's going on with them before they go and project that out to people in the world, because they're so scared to focus on themselves, get to know themselves, that they have to distract themselves by focusing on other people who are doing the work. Probably work that they wish they could do, but they're too afraid to do it. They're too afraid to put themselves out there. So they got to bring down and attack the people who do put themselves out there. And I saw recently a comment of someone saying that they hate watch a particular YouTuber that I love and I watch all the time. And I'm just thinking, you're not watching them because you hate them. You secretly love them. Like, just admit it. Like, you don't, who spends all that time hate watching someone? That's not a productive use of your time. It just isn't. I find it really sad when I think about people who work 40 hours a week or more. They work full time. They're super duper busy. Like, they have a lot going on, and they may have friends that they hang out with. They may have family that they spend time with, pets that they spend time with. And when you think about all the stuff we have for adult responsibilities, we have to take care of our house, we have to take care of our vehicles, we have to take care of ourselves, like keep ourselves fed and clean and clothed. And we have so many chores to do when it comes to making sure everything is clean and tidy. You know, we have to do oil changes and we have to get new tires. I'm just talking there's lots and lots of stuff that has to be done, right? So a lot of people will complain that they don't have enough time to do certain things, but they have the time somehow to be behind a computer screen and watch somebody's whole video and then nitpick about it, and they can put all this energy into hating on it through their comments. That to me is actually really sad, because I would love to spend that time, and I do spend that time on self-growth and personal development. I use that time to read about things that I find interesting, to watch people that I really resonate with and that I feel like I'm getting something from their content, I'm relating to it, and I'm feeling that love energy instead of that hate energy about them. When I really think about it, I just have compassion for those people. I send them love and intend that they will find themselves and find what brings them joy and happiness, and that they stop wasting their time trying to bring people who are doing what they feel is the right thing down. You know, if you're following your heart and your intuition, and if you feel very passionate about what it is that you're relaying with the information that you put out, or your creativity, your art, whatever it is, when you're putting it out there, then I say you're doing the right thing. And we just have to remember to be tolerant, to practice tolerance, that not everyone thinks the same way or believes the same things. And that is not a bad thing. We are all unique individual expressions of consciousness, all having an experience. That's really all it is. So we don't have to try to convince everyone to agree with us. They either will or they won't. And the message, the art, the expression that we feel guided to present to the world is more important than what the haters have to say. What's important is that the people that need what you have are getting it. And they can't get this information or art or message if you're not willing to put it out there and share it. So remember that when haters start to get to you, the message is more important. The information is more important to the people who need it versus the people who are hating on it. Remembering that will keep you going, because the haters don't really hate you. They don't even know you. They could watch 1,000 videos of you. They can read all your books. They can look at all your art. They can hear you sing all your songs that you wrote. They still don't personally know you. And again, they can't know you if they don't even know themselves. I'm going to end this video with reading an Instagram post from I Am Anna Wood. I've been loving and resonating with her content so much recently, and I will make sure to link her Instagram and YouTube information below. You have a lot of light. That means you will cast a big shadow for all of those around you, and people may project their own darkness onto you. Your frequency is higher than most. That means not everyone will be able to attune to your signal, and you will be misunderstood by some. It's okay to trigger people. That's a natural byproduct of having a lot of light and being high frequency. In fact, being triggering and exposing darkness is a big part of our job as lightworkers. This is how we wake people up and transmute the lower frequencies. The problem occurs when we blame ourselves for the triggering, projection, and misunderstanding. Our hearts are so open that we blame ourselves for our own light. We want so badly to be seen and understood that we dim our light or lower our frequency in order to fit in, and in the process end up feeling even more unseen and misunderstood. Dimming is not an option. Dimming your light hurts the collective and it hurts you. You are a light worker. Your literal job is to cast light and expose the darkness. You came here to shine. You are a love beam. Your literal job is to anchor in love consciousness with your beautiful heart. You came here to beam love on everyone you encounter. Repeat after me 3 times. I refuse to apologize for my light. I refuse to apologize for my frequency. I refuse to apologize for who I am. I am light.